a little bit of a history is that I've been an environmental journalist and filmmaker based in Nairobi, Kenya for the last 8 years. And a lot of the things that I saw kept on coming up again and again. And this so-called new scramble for Africa, so land grabs and the such. I really wanted to tell this story as it was happening, not tell it, once the damage had been done. So the question really became how to get structured and georeferenced media from the front lines. Where I'm working has both terrible infrastructure as well as a history of insecurity and civil war. So you have to get there, and you have to stay safe. Crowdsourcing is a pretty sexy word. There's a shout out to our fellow Nairobi firm, Ushaidi. They were a lot of the inspiration for me on this project. Crowdsourcing works really best, though, when things are urgent. So here's the nuclear disaster in Fukushima, elections in India, earthquake in Haiti, and the oil spill off of the States. What happens, though, when you have these so-called slow burn issues, environmental issues that kind of build over time? This is our solution to these types of things, which involves really what I like to call closed or community sourcing exercises, which it really relies on committed groups of people, so affected communities, citizen journalists from that area, or local NGOs. And it's called This Is My Backyard, or TIMBY. And this is the kind of home screen. It's all Android-based, because that's what we have mainly in the African continent. If you have an urgent situation, you can just go straight into images, video, or audio. But otherwise, you sign in, and this is your home screen. So you can either add reports, view reports, get ideas on how to make better reports or digital security, and sync your reports either using an internet connection or an encrypted SD card. Really, the idea is to get a little bit of tagging so we can create a better investigation later on. And what we've done over the last kind of 1.5 years since this really began is uncover over 60 illegal concessions. We've documented forgeries on behalf of companies, and we've also been looking into, most recently, about $50 million that was put aside by mining companies, but we haven't really seen what's been happening as a result in the local communities. So to get people to use this type of thing on the ground and to get people to capture this type of video, it has to be useful for them. What we did as a result is try to make this a more engaging kind of end-to-end solution for them, and feed all of these reports into a platform where they can organize them and catch up and try to figure out these connections between the notorious people and the companies on the ground. That's the kind of activist-facing or citizen journalism-facing experience. We're creating a traditional film, obviously, but we wanted to see how we could incorporate some of the stuff that we're gathering. That includes 360-degree video, these reports, and this experience with the platform into an enriched film experience. We created a technology solution to help us with our filmmaking, and at the end of it, we think that the biggest impact will probably be this technology that we've created. Because ultimately, whether you're taking reports on extractives in the industry, or if you're reporting bullying in school, it's a really simple, easy-to-use, secure application. So before we've even really launched, it's kind of been adopted by different people because it's open source code. And we have it being used in the Niger Delta, reporting on health issues by the third largest journalistic company in Kenya as a citizen reporting application, and now in South Africa, a project called The Listening Post, and they're creating market mechanisms to kind of reward the different people who are reporting. So that's it for now. What we hope in the game plan is to create a system where we don't need to be involved in this project, so that really you can adapt and implement this in your own backyard for your own needs without our influence or without a technologist. So thank you.